whatever we can do to immerse the audience in the story. That even when we were talking about the jump off the cliff, we know what the stunt is. But he and I are like, how do you shoot it? What's the story? How do we set it up? But it has to be the emotional aspect. It's not just them watching me do it, but what is the character going through?
It's one thing to watch somebody performing a stunt. It's another thing to be emotionally connected in that character's journey.
I didn't know what was going to happen. None of us did. Even with all the testing and all the aerodynamic engineers that we had in there, it was years of preparing.
All you're really doing the whole time is looking at the crosshairs on that monitor. You're hyper-focused on an area about that big, waiting to see blue. As I knew once I saw blue, his chute was open. The 6 seconds between his leaving the ramp and actually deploying the chute are the longest 6 seconds of my entire life. Obviously, when you're making a movie like this at this scale, you're marrying so many different things: visual effects, special effects, sound, editing. And it wasn't until we were reviewing the film in Dolby Vision that we were really starting to see the granular detail of certain shots. And we've now flipped that on its head, and we review all of our stuff in Dolby Vision in advance, only because of the details we were finding. It's that much more immersive. The performances are that much more present.
The way that they pushed it, and those blacks, and the separation, the contrast and the depth, it is so rich. It gives us the tools to have an even greater impact on an audience.
The sound design to me, editing to me, all has a musicality, all has a rhythm. And what Dolby Atmos allows us to do is make that much more immersive. I have that many more channels that I can be planting sounds in a way that just makes it completely immersive, that you won't hear any other way.
We've been working together now 16 years. And to be able to read one of his screenplays, it's like music. The editing, like someone to understand how to tell that story through sound. Not just visually, but through sound.
Yes.
And understand that kind of rhythm. It was there in the script.
Looks like we lost them.
There's things you get to do where you can put on the sides, you have people driving over you. And even with the train, it's just you have that where you're there. You're inside that train car with us. It's giving you not just objectively watching it, but getting a subjective feeling of being with those characters.
None of our lives can matter more than this mission.
I don't accept that.
It was incredible to watch it on the big screen. Christopher McQuarrie has such a sense of the frame, with the lighting, with how he gives a strength to a character, by how he places the camera.
I felt every explosion in the pit of my stomach. And seeing a film in such sort of clarity, sound, vision, it's just the best way to see it.
The gravities, the score, the special effects, every detail comes together to create an immersive experience that you can't get at home.
You have to watch the film in Dolby Vision because it is just spectacular.
It is made for the biggest screens, the biggest sound systems of the world, because it's a pure cinematic experience. It is a visceral, edge of your seat. You're going to wake up the next morning with an emotional hangover.
I can't wait for everybody to see it on the biggest screen possible with the biggest crowd, and absolutely see it in Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos.
You feel the movie. And to be all of us together to have this shared experience, you're not just watching it, you are immersed in it. And that's the kind of thing that you can do with Dolby.